Hello, YouTube. Sorry, I started a little bit late on your end. That's on me. I just made my way up the ladder, up the lighthouse though. I went to retry it and I have more parkour experience underneath my belt now in the game. So I parkoured up to the top of the lighthouse. Let me pause the YouTube stream itself though on my end, so I don't get any sort of performance hits on my stream PC. Lock my mouse and we're good to go. We're at the top of the lighthouse. Let's go! Health potion. We just found a map though that's gonna lead us to some treasure.
Well, nothing ventured on, boy.
Oh god. Arcanist boots. Ooh. Those could help me out. Let's see. Increase your health restoration from all sources by 5%. A lesser quickness plus 10% move speed. Ooh. Though a combination of rigorous training and innate talent, many individuals throughout Eora are able to open their senses to the essence that permeates all things. To manipulate this essence, however, requires a level of dedication above and beyond what most are willing or able to achieve. These well-made boots are the perfect companion for the long, rigorous travels that many wizards undertake on their path to mastering the arcane. I like these ones better. These ones were barely like recovering any sort of health, but these we just get more. We get more health from all sources that we get healing from. So I like the idea of that. That's the slow way down. There's gotta be a fun way down, right? I can just jump right into the water. The water will save me. The water will set me free. Just quick save. All right, not Garrus, we're doing it. Yeah, yeet. Nailed it. Let's go. Is there any treasure down here? Are there any sea monsters? Shit, we're losing air. That was cool. All right, I know we have this quest to like go into the city, continue the main quest. Counter suggestion: we do some of these side quests. You found a piece of the scales of the Elfbinder, a powerful artifact, and a totem of Wodika. The remaining pieces can be found across Dawn Shore. The more pieces you gather in Simple, the more powerful the totem will become. Ooh, optional: find clues about the location of the remaining fragments. It would be much easier to track down the remaining fragments if you had information regarding their whereabouts. A young couple with a checkered past wants to flee the Adran authorities to Paradis to live in Thirdborn. Remy, a friend of the couple, has asked you to procure the supplies they need to survive. Acquire Andra's Kiss. Andra's Kiss is a medicinal herb with myriad uses, including restoring lost eyesight under certain circumstances. It grows near the chasm east of Paradis. Okay. Acquire the land deeds. The refugees have purchased deeds for the land in Thirdborn. The person they bought the deeds from is located in the Artisans district in Paradis. It's actually pronounced Paradis. I'm making it more French because this game at the first like glance and with the story and shit is giving me heavy Greedfall vibes with like the story and all that shit. But it's not exactly Greedfall. Is in a cave. Is that like no, there's like a mountain pass or whatever. Those look like stone steps or something. Keep that in mind. I gotta keep an eye out for it. God totem. All right. I kind of want to respec a little bit. Reason being, I think I'm gonna keep using this spell book that I have right now. It's got Arcane Veil in it. Actually, no. Or no, I want to. No, I think I was using this because of the ability cost is like a lot lower with this one right now. So we're gonna keep using this one. Never mind. My thought process went out the window. I need to select a quest though, so I stopped seeing go to parody. I want to find this guy. Map the living land. Sansa is an excitable cartographer. Covers letter states with the region's eastern side, somewhere near Cav. Oh, they're on the eastern side, which is like over here. So maybe we don't go over there. I wanted to go up here to Denigan's cottage though and see if she's made nice with that other lizard person that was over there. With the one that didn't attack us. I want to see if she's made nice with them. She might not even be over here yet. I'm debating if I want to make use of the fast travel system in the game. If enemies respawn and such, I probably won't, but if they... Or no, if they respawn and stuff, I probably won't use it, but if they... Let me restart.
Yeah.
If the enemies respawn, I won't use the fast travel system. If they don't respawn, I will use the fast travel system. There we go. I said what I wanted to say. Can I just swim across here? Looks like I can. Hell yeah. Is there any treasure over here with this shipwreck spot? There's a building actually here. What the fuck? Is there any treasure in this building that fell over the cliff? Nope. Alright, let's go across here. I'm getting weird audio shit from the waves crashing. Fractured shore. I can't get up that way. I have to go this way. There were lizard people here, and they're not. Okay. Let's go around then. In here? Nope. She might be over where the other guy was at though. Or that she might not move until we take a sleep as well, you know? So it's very possible that when we rest, she might move over and we'll have to check then. He's just sleeping, he's by himself. Alright. Let us go to... Overgrown Frontier. I want to explore this area a little bit. Off to the western side along the coast and shit. Be a little bit of a cartographer ourselves. Map out the area a little bit. Got some bears here. They're not here anymore. I was thinking today like how I wanted to maybe play this game with my build and all that stuff. I think if I get like a good one-handed like sword, then I might convert to like a melee wizard type situation. What I mean, is this bear dead? Oh yeah. Oh my god. There's a hand outside this bear's mouth. Lockpick. Common leather. Curious.
Now.
Oh shit. Dude, that lightning strike is so good. It's so good. I love it. All right, come on, Kai. Well, that was it. That was just the setup to let me get fucking murdered, probably. Common leather curious. Boiled leather can take a punch and might even catch an arrow. Which explains its popularity on the streets of Paradis. Damaged sections can easily be stitched up or replaced by untrained hands. It's the PBR of chess pieces. Everyone can enjoy it. Alright, we got areas of spider webs up here. Not scary at all. I'm okay. I'm not afraid of spiders. Gulp. Have I already been in here? I feel like I've already been in here. Maybe not though. It's like the same setup though for that other one. I have been in here. That was just the other way in. Yeah, I did loot that. We burn that down? Nope. What about this? Nope. Okay. Disappointing. We can't go to this spot, but whatever. Can we get up there? Looks like I might be able to. Probably can't make this jump like this. Oh wait, there's herbs. There's herbs over there. Oh, nailed it. Let's freaking go. Parkour whore, that's what they call me. Two more lockpicks? Huge. Where am I at on lockpicks? Maybe in here, right? We have 5 lockpicks. We can open both chests that have 3. They require 3 lockpicks that I know about back in the town. Yeah. That's massive. Oh. All right, we didn't take that much damage, if at all. Yeah. All right, so nothing's respawned around here yet. That's not to say it won't respawn at some point, but at this point, nothing has respawned in this area yet. I don't know how long it's been in game time. I think it's been like a day, maybe less than a day in game time, but also not 100% sure. New incentives for work for tomorrow, maybe. Let me check. between tomorrow and the 21st. Let me check. It's 6 days of stuff. Well, tomorrow, if I do 8 trips, I get an extra $32. That's fun. And the other one doesn't even apply to my store, so never mind. Is there still stuff to explore in here? In the Strangle route? Is there still places to go and explore? Now that we've like kind of cured the area a little bit? Doesn't look too cured yet, to be quite honest. Oh, we read that, okay. This all seems pretty closed off.
Yeah.
We got a health pot. Nice. Let's go this way. That was to the boss. Oh shit. Turn your foraging.
Got them riled up.
Hey!
Oh fuck me.
Hey! Over here!
Good thing I put that fucking shield on. A gate, a common wand. Field notes. I still can't believe the Claviger asks me to join him for the journey to the Strangle route. Finally, someone that understands the importance of properly documenting the strange phenomena of this island. Written below will be my shorthand notes that I shall compile into a proper report upon our return to Paradis. Paradis. I need to say it right. Paradis. Flora density vastly exceeds expected levels. Fungal growth present throughout much of the Strangle route. Roots possibly targeting man-made structures, somehow. Latent essence levels abnormally high. Fauna unnaturally aggressive. Zarups seem. The last letter ends with a long streak of ink and a splash of blood covers the rest of the page. Cause they killed him. The Zarups killed him.
Something here feels off.
Yeah, the Zarups killed that person. That's why it seems off. Unless you're thinking... What's this do again? Already healed the woods. You don't need to heal them again, right? Right? Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Third crash total. My drivers are up to date though. Just 2 weeks after launch, Extraction Survival Horror Game Level 0 Extraction ends development. It is no longer feasible for our relatively small teams to sustain the game. Yikes, that sucks. I've never heard of the game though, I'll be honest. Never heard of the game. Hard to pass judgment when... Dude, why is this game having issues today? What the fuck? It's not loading the fucking game. What is happening? I'm getting annoyed. I just want to play the game. We're generating shaders again. Let's go. Farther than we just got, though. I guess I didn't give enough time after it crashed to relaunch it. I think I'm gonna turn ray tracing. Can I just turn it down? Or does it only have one default setting for ray tracing in the game? I might turn it off. I haven't really seen much instances where ray tracing really matters in this game. Any button. Settings, graphics, ray tracing. We'll just start it off for now. Let's restart the game again. Quick, bro. That's a bummer, bro. I gotta restart. Shouldn't check Discord messages on a stream. Probably not advisable. Who knows what it could be? Guys, I think I'm done playing quick play and Marvel Rivals. Last night we did some quick play with just 3 of us, and I think I might only do quick play if we have like 5 people, 5 or 6. Which only if we have 6 we're doing ranked. But holy fuck. The people I ran into, I don't know how they go about life existing. Like, the people that insta-lock DPS are probably the scariest people I've ever encountered in a video game. I'm just gonna throw that out there. They're probably the scariest people I've ever encountered in a video game. Holy shit. I have so many more frames now. But fucking ray tracing's off. Holy shit. Let's see how it runs without DLSS. And no ray tracing. We're getting around 100. We'll give it a go. Still looks pretty fuzzy though. Oh, we just crashed right here. Let's go in here. See if there's anywhere to explore from here. Not getting that weird audio I was getting though before, which is nice. Can you just not go up in here? I don't understand this map. Unless this is like a bridge over here. I don't know. Seems kind of weird to have like a completely like closed off section. Maybe I have to. So I can't go any more north. I don't know. It just seems weird. Anything up here I missed? Around the Adra? However it's pronounced. Oh fuck. I think I got stuck. Okay, we're good. The game looks pretty much exactly the same without ray tracing, so we're just gonna go with that without DLSS. See if that helps stabilize some shit. Let's get out of here. We explored. Oh, we didn't go and check the one, the one treasure either. We can do that though.
I'm well enough to see myself out. Thank you for your concern.
He just hasn't gone anywhere yet. Okay. He just hasn't gone anywhere. That's fair. We rested a whole night there and he hasn't gone anywhere at all. No, I'm not gonna question it.
Who used to live here ended up in the dark. Now I see why.
Does the shanties have 4 walls and this only has 2.5? It's a ghost.
Let's see what you got. Hey,
Ah, you're hit by a wizard.
I'm sick.
Am I frozen? He froze Kai. That's kind of funny. He froze both of us a little bit.
I wonder what happened here.
All right, I wanted to. Look at these maps real quick. That's like right here, isn't it? Nope. It's not. Fuck.
I get the feeling sometimes that this island has it in for all of us.
We're just taking a little dip. No big deal. Kraken horn. I guess it's a different bridge. I guess there's a different bridge that this treasure will lead to. He said it was near the old Peregrine Wall, so let's head down that way. We already explored this house. We have other items too, don't we? They're like treasures? No. Oh, we do have treasure, but these. Golden Plaque of Promises. Reviving a companion grants rapid health and essence regeneration. Used to restore god totems when placed at... Okay. So that's the plaque. That's the totem thing. Dirt speckled amulet. A small dingy amulet was tagged with a tag on the back. My dear Valter, yours always. Worth more in sentiment than coin. Valter, I have to remember who that was. I think Valter was that the one of the shopkeepers? It's either one of the shopkeepers or someone around like the docks area when we were like running around talking with people and hearing conversations and stuff. I just can't remember. Oh yeah, this is definitely the bridge here. That little marking is definitely illustrated on the thing. Look at those sea anemones. Oh shit, there's a cave. That's where it was marked. Wind and Wave, offhand item unique. And what else we got? Wind and Wave +1. That would be under here. Wind and Wave, it's a shield. Plus, it's got 39 block efficiency, 20 stability, 95 parry efficiency, and 13 elemental resistance. Lesser quickness, plus 10% move speed, plus 20% resistance to frost accumulation. Could have used that against that mage just now. This shield was gifted to a famed Routine. I can't fucking say these words. Damn it. Admiral, whose tactical brilliance was instrumental in staving off a coordinated assault against one of the rough country's minor port cities. When a small fleet of pirate ships banded together to attempt to pillage the city, this admiral stepped up to the challenge and outmaneuvered the enemy fleet with less than half of the number of ships the pirates had. Though many marines and sailors were lost in the conflict, the city remained undamaged, saving countless civilian lives. One such civilian was a visiting merchant of no small means from the royal city of Takawa, who commissioned the creation of this masterfully crafted shield. No expense was spared, and it was enchanted with magics that would help the admiral in their day-to-day duties aboard Rauatai's seafaring vessels.
Don't get too used to the comforts of paradise.
Yeah.
All right, let us... Oh, we didn't... It's a little bit of uncovered ground over here. Let's just... For my OCD's sake, fill in some of this area a little bit. Even though I'm sure I've walked it, let's just... make sure it fills in. That was weird. I saw some ghosting when I shouldn't be seeing any sort of ghosting. Because I don't have DLSS on. It's weird. Oh, it's just the main road I need to walk on? That's boring. That's fucking boring. Letter to home. Dear Mother, every day on the front line is more dangerous than the last. I never thought I'd say that I would rather be facing an organized army than the encroaching wilderness, but this place is truly unlike any other. Still, through the grace of Wodica, we hold strong. The palisades are well defended and our resolve is unbreakable. When the next wave comes, we will be ready. Reinforcements from Homeland should be arriving within the week, and with them, relief. Know, as you're reading this, that sending this letter was the first thing I did when rotating away from the front. I love you, your darling son. What a mama's boy. What a woozer. Ooh. Yoink. This lady's a yapper right here. Let's go to the merchants down here, see if this thing belongs to the dude or not. Or maybe it's the I think him and the, not the one in the middle, but the one on the outside. I think they were married or something. Test your metal. We already read that. We already fucked her up too. Let's talk with her
What
first.
harm could from you on?
Welcome back. What can Daggerda do for you?
Looking at your wares. What do you have for me? You have 2 essence potions. I will take those for sure. A health potion, I'll take that. Do you have any... You don't have any sort of actual herbs that I could use. Hello.
Time to resupply.
Mayfair's gloves. She sells pelts, but Voltor. Is that the name on the damn thing? Voltor, yeah.
Nice to see you again. How can Volter be of assistance?
On this amulet with your name on it.
I'm sorry, I don't buy... That's it. That's my amulet. Daggerda gave me this. We had a fight, and she accused me of throwing it away before we left Deerwood. I did bring it with me, but I lost it while I was out, procuring more wares. I can't
This guy's
believe
shady
you
as fuck.
found it.
You can prove the Daggerda, you never toss it away.
Perhaps. Or perhaps our ship has sailed. Regardless, I'll know I have it. And that's enough for now.
Here, take it.
How can I even thank you? You don't know the weight you've lifted from my heart.
Sorry. I had a text message. I was checking that. Oh, we got to sell these. We're frigging rich. All right. What do you have for sale? Common Grimoire of Elements, we got that. I'll take the grenades. Hi Isabella, how are you doing? What scams are you gonna try to push today? I kid. Game's pretty fun so far. An upgrade available, visit party camp to upgrade. Okay. Let's talk to these guys. We stole the stuff from inside this. Let's see if they have anything to say.
Get lost. What are you looking at?
Jago the Sea Wolf.
Piss off.
Alright, bye. I took your shit, but goodbye. Alright, there's a chest over here to unlock. And there is a chest over in Shantytown to unlock. And then we'll enter Paradise. Oh shit, we don't have enough. We only have 5 out of 6. Actually 9 that we would need. We have this one though. Wait, was I thinking of this one? I may have been thinking of this one. So we need 2, we need 1 more. Huge. Alright, let's enter Paradise. And we need the storeroom key. Okay, I'm losing frames in these areas. Like I'm turning DLSS back on. Alright, much better. Much better. We dipped below sub 60. Turn that shit on. Hello, game. Okay, I just want me to parkour up that. Ignored RP then. Whatever.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach covered in bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown.
Durgan's Battery banner.
I've heard Durgan's Battery is still an impressive fortress, despite being abandoned.
How many games do I play? I mean, I play RPGs mainly, so I play through it until I finish it, and then I move on to the next one. I've a lot. My favorite game of all time, my favorite game series is the Kingdom Hearts series, but my favorite game of all time is The Witcher 3.
The Republics are the leading minds in the world when it comes to animancy. Though Fior might have a thing or two to say about that.
There's so many banners here. So many different people are represented here. I like this. That's fun.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you. The Clavager took good care of us. Always paid on time.
Oh, it's this lady who put her foot in her mouth about 12 times when she was talking to me the first time. Orders from the embassy. Captain Sinric. The Western Gatehouse is closed until further notice. No one comes or goes. Until your Clavager returns, I expect the Paradise militia to answer to the Steel Garrote. Before you object, remember that your city is leaderless and undefended. And without leadership, a militia is nothing but a mob. I expect your compliance or your resignation. Inquisitor Ludwig.
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you.
What about Inquisitor Ludwig? You said she was looking for me?
She comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason. Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, Envoy.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like
She's
that,
flirting.
it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now. Right?
Right? Oh god, I hope. She's flirting with him. He just doesn't see it. New main mission. Hook these two up together. Be the ultimate wingman. I don't know if there's romances in this game or not. Obsidian games don't normally have romances, so I'm not gonna bank on it, nor do I care too much either. If it did. You know? I don't want to talk about romance on Valentine's Day. Jesus. Game over.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Someone shot an arrow in my gut. Something tells me I'm not in the living lands anymore. Where am I? You again. You better not be the reason I'm wherever this is. You're asking me? I don't understand what just happened.
The arrow struck. Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait.
So I'm dead.
A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
Took an arrow to the gut. So this is the beyond? My soul feels like it's floating.
This place does not matter. The branches of your life were pruned. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins.
Oh.
A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song.
So why is she asking why we're here if she knows what happened? Like, she knows we got killed. Why is she asking why we're here? Too bad I couldn't take that killer with me. Take my killer with me.
Yes, we would see them hurt too, writhing like a dying adder. We can give you this chance. We could send you back. Just this once.
What do you mean, send me back? How? What about you? There must be a way you can get you out too. There has to be a catch. What is it going to cost me? What do you mean, send me back? How? We're going with
The
this one.
minnow can slip the fisher's net, even while the prize remains. And the fox chews its leg off to escape the hunter's snare. It is the only way. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison.
Whoever you are, thank you.
You are ours. We tend to the sprout on the bough. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Oh God. They work. I think we were officially dead.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
What happened to me? All I remember is pain and the voice.
A voice? Tell me more.
It was old and confused, but terribly powerful.
Fascinating. I wish I could tell you what it means, but this is new territory for me. Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand imperial entrance he was aiming for. Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
The voice brought me back, I'm sure of it. So who killed me? Is the ambassador safe? Thank you, Kai, I won't forget it. Is the ambassador safe?
Oh, his guards bundled him away to his embassy before you hit the ground. He's safe there, probably cozied up with velvet slippers and a glass of something expensive.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
You don't know that. Then I came back. I don't want to dwell on it. I know, it's amazing.
Don't get too excited. When you play with life and death, there are bound to be consequences.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Cool. I already had a vision. Someone was asking for my help. You see these kind of symptoms often?
Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul.
Runid's a fun name. A feat none have yet achieved.
I don't blame you for your misgivings, but Runid is the real thing. Go and see for yourself.
You already beat the campaign. The game just released
down
yesterday.
To its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
Was it that short of a campaign? Or did you just mainline the main quests? I'll find the watchers. Put me in the right direction.
Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk.
You just didn't sleep?
Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
There's 2 watchers? I'm going to talk to the wrong one by accident. Not even death can save me from my allegations. Thank you, Liviana.
Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
You've given me a lot of directions.
Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
Not so fast. What's your stake in all this?
Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found, and some of us still have to live here.
Appreciate the help, Kai.
Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do.
Hi, Jonesy.
The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And We should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to
We
you.
gotta solve our own murder. Interesting. Yeah, out of all the skill trees, I'm just gonna call you Night Zombie. The wizard one seemed like the most fun to me because I didn't know what all this meant at first. I really didn't go through and start reading things. I just was like, this looks like the most complex one, so that's why I went wizard, to be quite honest. But I'm enjoying it so far. Damn, I didn't even see it, Jonesy. Jonesy's on the ball. Let's go. Excuse me. Yoink. You won't be needing that. Friendly warning. Do whatever it takes to bring back the envoy. I know you used to be an animancer, and if you still have any of your old equipment, well, some of us are willing to look the other way. If the envoy dies, I cannot guarantee your safety. A friend. My God.
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Hey, yo, what?
In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside. You weren't alone either. There were others. Some of them loved you, others were afraid of you, but they all followed you. Also, there was a tree that it wasn't a tree. It made sense at the time. I can't remember anymore. It's a pity dreams aren't made to last. Liviana didn't think you'd make it, but she never gave up on you. If you need something for the pain, there's an apothecary by the bathhouse.
Cool. Merc Brew. Letter from Fior Miss Everno. Liviana. Emerald Stair is not the same without you. My animancers are in desperate need of guidance. I understand why you left, but your talents are wasted on that nest of vipers. When you've had enough of healing the body, come back to us and work on healing the soul. Ignacy Vadaro, Governor of Fior Miss Everno.
Envoy, what can I do for you?
Show me waiting for sale. Before we piss her off, let's buy some things. No lockpicks, it makes me sad. Alright, we need those. You can sell that. Alright.
You're looking well.
Let's talk a little bit more. So you used to be an animancer.
That was a long time ago.
How you doing, Jonesy?
I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back. It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul.
How's business?
You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
Hell yeah. Foraging notes. I've compared our local herbs to the same ones imported from a deer. If my findings are accurate, then everything that grows in the living lands is more potent. Everything. Cures as well as poisons. Of course, all the best ingredients grow in the deadliest parts of the jungle, so maybe I should harvest a few seeds and pay someone to grow them in the republics, just to see what happens. Or maybe I shouldn't contaminate the mainland until I understand what I'm dealing with. It was busy overall, which is good. Yeah. Not bad overall. Oh shit, we're encumbered. Fuck. Alright, we're good now. I totally forgot all the directions she gave me of where to go. I'm not gonna lie. I totally forgot where to go. So we're just gonna explore this fine city now. Hello. Ooh, that's a decent set of porridge right there. Looks like everything goes across that way. We're gonna go this way. Do you have any plans for your trip, Jonesy, or are you just kind of going to hang out for a week? Rami Garadiola.
So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the Strangleroot, right?
You clearly want something from me. What is it?
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
Oh yeah. What does a Valiant care for some unlucky Adirans?
Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
Alright, what do your friends need help with?
Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Adirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere.
Let her continue.
Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, then it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adirans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from
We've got to
bad
talk to these
drink.
people. Lawfled and Gladwine? I've already met them.
Oh, in the shantytown?
Yes, I'm working on getting them what they need.
Galarde. Then I won't trouble you any longer, envoy. Farewell.
Oh, I like how they give you that little tie to them. If you didn't already come across them, they give you that little hook there. If you you know, they give you that little hook to try to push you over towards them, which is nice.
Yeah.
Fuck them crates. There's nothing in these crates. I don't know why I'm trying to stomp them. I accidentally found the embassy. I love it. I accidentally found my way over to the embassy. There's a side quest down here though. Let's grab this real quick. Off
Wish that Sawbones would hurry up. I gotta get back to him. Wow, it's really you.
It is me.
I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
Well, like a bear tried to have you for lunch. What happened?
My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, envoy.
This temple sounds dangerous. What are you doing there?
It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you.
God-touch.
Godlike.
Oh, godlike. But the gods recalled nearly all of my kin during Eothas' march through Deadfire.
All the gods but one, I guess? Because this oracle, he belongs to Eothas. And if the rumors are true,
Eothas.
he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick.
I can spare the time. Tell me where to find your team.
Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Look for some rock pals, say hello to Segwin, Ghost Spelunking. Got it. Anything else I should know?
The Oracle is said to possess a holy relic that belonged to Eothas, a part of the god's Titan body. This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds.
Ooh.
I'll probably never get to see it now.
Who are these pilgrims you mentioned?
Well, I gather they were folks who worshipped Eothas. And they'd come to this temple from all over the living lands to pray, or be healed, or to ask forgiveness. But Eothas isn't too popular these days, so...
So, most people don't go there anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Well reported. I'll see your people safely returned.
Especially my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
No problem.
You died?
Garrick, my boy!
Gods, am I glad to see you?
The Cartographers Guild, Volume 1. Long has the renowned Cartographers Guild served the emperors and queens of Adir. It is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of the many maps throughout the Empire. Whether to direct travelers throughout the expanse that is Adir, guide ship captains on their voyages throughout Eora, or simply adorn the walls of an aristocrat's home, one can rest assured that the Cartographers Guild is behind the creation of every one of these works of art. For over 2 centuries since the Noble Expedition Corps discovered the Eastern Reach, we worked and labored to keep all the Empire and her colonies supplied with accurate, high-quality maps. God's willing, we will continue to do so for centuries yet to come.
I'll keep trying, but there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach.
That's not good. Keep it up. Adir Customs. Adir is a country rich with custom, and they are known for their strict adherence to them. Their customs run the gamut from grand celebrations like the Feast of Feasts to mundane superstitions, such as ways to avoid Zvef addiction. This volume will focus primarily on bigger celebrations, as no one knows how to throw an extravagant party quite like an Adiran. The Feast of Feasts. The biggest and most important of all Adiran customs is the Feast of Feasts. This week-long celebration happens the first week of Fonetsu, Deep Summer. It is dedicated to honoring the life of the first Furkunig. I don't know how to say that right. Each day of the week is devoted to some aspect of the Furkunig's life, and there are very specific dishes to be served at each meal. The Feast of Feasts originally began as a festival celebrating the birth of the Furkunig's first son, and soon became a yearly occurrence during the week of his birthday. Currently, Adirans simply use it as an excuse for a party and pull out all the stops in an effort to outdo the previous year. Unless you wonder, as I did, which Furkunig is honored during the Feast of Feasts, it is always the current Furkunig. For each Furkunig is the first and only Furkunig. Sweet Treat, a special custom that arose at some point during the Feast of Feasts. Sweet Treat started as a way to keep children occupied so the parents could dine in peace. While it is still used for that today, significance has been added to it. Each treat is placed in a container, usually small metal boxes, and hidden somewhere on the property. After everything has been hidden, the children are sent out to find the treasures. It is said now that the hidden treats represent Glenfathan artifacts, and the children are the explorers bring the riches back to their new and rightful owners. Carnival of the Mask. When the original colonists of Adir traveled to the new land to found the Direwood in the name of Adiran Farkunig, they encountered the Glenfathan people. The Carnival of the Mask celebrates this meeting. Originally, it was merely a formal reenactment as a play of the tensions between the Glenfathans and Adiran settlers, but it has since evolved into much more than that. Participants choose sides and come dressed in elaborate outfits depicting which group they have decided to align themselves with, Adirans or Glenfathans. Everyone attends a masquerade ball, and this party replaces any semblance of the play that was presented. Winter's End. Winter's End was never anything more than an excuse for a celebration, and it hasn't changed in all the years it has existed in Adir. It takes place during winter dusk and lasts all 3 days. People use this time to reflect on the year, celebrate their lives, and remember the dead, especially those who have passed in the recent year. A lot of customs right there. Contrary letter. Ambassador Hilgard. I have maintained order in Paradise for many years. I know this city. When there is a good leader and fair policy, there is peace. But you've allowed the Steel Garrote to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Claviger Emond. That's a threat! That's a threat. The Dear Emperor Part 1, Origin. I think I already read this. Yeah, I already read this somewhere. We may have read it and then we may have crashed and not went back to read it somewhere, so I could be new. The Adir Empire Part 2, Expanding Borders. What you looking at, punk? In 2602 AI, Adiran explorers returned from over the ocean, telling tales of the ruins and treasures there and of expansive fields that were perfect for growing Vorlos. The explorers warned the Farkunig that the locals were not friendly to outsiders. But the Farkunig, seeing this as an opportunity to extend his empire and secure trade on another continent, sent more explorers. Over the next 20 years, the area that would become the Direwood was investigated, mapped, and colonized. In 2623, the first permanent Adiran colonial settlements were established. Vorlos fields were set up north of the forests in the Direwood, but between the conflicts with the Glenfathans and the War of the Broken Stone, it floundered. It wasn't until 2643 that the opportunity presented itself again. Some Eothesian, I don't know how to say that right, pilgrims wanted to escape persecution, established colonies and Vorlos farming operations in the territory of Redceres. With Grand Valia on the verge of collapse, the Farkunig wanted to ensure his hold on the purple dye trade would be established. He encouraged the settlement and even paid to have the pilgrims set up in the New World. Because the Farkunig was still trying to secure his name in the purple dye trade, he was unable to properly respond to Admeth Hadrit when he issued his ultimatum. To avoid a rebellion and leave himself time to oversee the Vorlos farms in Redceres, the Farkunig relented and made Admeth a Gref Palatine. In return for this concession, Admeth spent time and resources on the Deerwood's trade and shipping routes, benefiting the Farkunig with increased income. For 7 years, the Deerwood provided Adir with a steady income. Or I think it's Direwood is how that's pronounced. Leaving the Farkunig time to ensure his trade system in Redceres was strong. With the Farkunig ascension elsewhere, Admeth instituted the 10 Years Treaty, ending slavery in the Direwood and permanently removing one of the revenue sources provided by the Direwooden explorers. The artifacts from the ruins scattered throughout the Direwood. At this point, the Farkunig's words meant almost nothing to the citizens of the Direwood. Admeth Hadrit had replaced him as their true leader. In order to undermine Admeth's standing, the Farkunig found allies willing to explore the ruins against the treaty conditions and plunder them. Soon, Adir again had a supply of artifacts to sell. When his agents were eventually caught, the Farkunig distanced himself from the operation, certain there was no way to link him to the proceedings. But the Gref used means provided to him by his Glanfathan allies, discovered the evidence needed to prove that Farkunig was behind the plunders. The conflict that arose from this revelation led to Admeth declaring independence for the Direwood in 2668 AI. After a bloody 4-year-long war that resulted in the death of Admeth, the Farkunig relented. Trying to keep control of the Direwood had become too costly. He signed treaties with the new Duck of the Direwood and returned his attention to Redceris, redoubling efforts on the Vorless trade, which is still running today. All because of some purple dye. Tane's diary. Dear diary, here I am in the Living Lands. This island might not be the safest vacation spot, but it's certainly the most colorful. Also the most flavorful, according to these mushrooms. And mushrooms seldom lie. Before I forget, I promised Bekarna I'd bring back a souvenir. There's rumor of a fallen star in Emerald Stair. Could be a nice addition to her collection. A message is scribbled on the inside cover. If found, please return to Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Steel Garrote report. We found this book on a public bench. After careful study, our scribe confirmed the handwriting matches the signature found on scrolls of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Be advised that Tane is in the Living Lands. As a member of the Circle of Archmagi, he has license to go where he pleases. We will observe him at a distance, but no one is to engage him. Tane is either a harmless fool or one of the most dangerous people alive. We simply can't take that chance.
Envoy, is it really you?
I'm not dead, bitch. Unsent letter, Claviger Emond. I know the blighting of the strangle root is cause for concern, but I must strongly discourage any trade deal that involves buying additional crops from Fiora and Mess Iverno. We cannot endorse this blasphemous trade of animacy, much less welcome it to our dinner tables. Ambassador Ilgard. Letter to the Inquisitor. Inquisitor, I have been in Emerald Stair long enough to confirm our worst suspicion. The people of Fiora and Mess Iverno care not for the laws of mortals or gods. Animancy and folk magic are peddled in defiance of Wodica. Their crimes are innumerable, their way of life intolerable. All is not lost. Politically, they are unstable, too focused on themselves to notice our eager hands tightening the garrote. We await your order, your friend of the forest. Adiran dialects. The sun does not set on the Adiran language. Those of us who commune with the proud language or some derivation of it populate every corner of Eora. Most of us who speak this wonderful tongue know it as Adiran, but scholars and those obsessed with correctness often qualify it as modern or contemporary Adiran. This is a contrast to the language you and I speak today with Eld Adiran, the old elven language that was spoke in the Adiran Empire back before the pioneer settlers of the Direwood built their longships. If Eld Adiran could be considered the mother of the living Adiran, the language of Howlspeak could be seen as Adiran's cousin. Howlspeak is fading from common use, but many of the elves, especially the older one, in the Adiran heartland still use this dialect. Whether you know it or not, if you can read these words, you can understand Howlspeak. It is almost identical to Adiran, but includes a large vocabulary of archaic words that have fallen out of use in today's Adiran. When you hear bards sing old Adiran poems, there are often lines of chorus that sound like melodic nonsense inserted to complete rhymes. These are usually instances of words that are lost from our common language but still used in Howlspeak. A Howlspeak is familiar to speakers of so-called modern Adiran. The same cannot be said of our language's predecessor. Eld Adiran is a dead language spoken by academics but not used in any major community. Eld Adiran words are often familiar to Adiran readers, but the words use orthography that has since been abandoned. Unfamiliar accents marks abound. Hello, Gameclads, how are you today? For example, Eld Adiran contains some diphthongs that have no place in the modern Adiran, as well as a few tricky consonant clusters. Aya creates an Aya sound that sounds like the colloquial solution Heya. Ao sounds like Ao. This sounds is still used in the modern word Aora. A is pronounced as Ae, such as in Wraith. UE and U with umlaut both create oo sounds as in loop. Y sounds like E, sounds as in B. GJ sounds like the consonant Y as in U. SC sounds like sh, so you pronounce scop like shop. CG sounds like the DGE end of a word like hedge. It's not uncommon for given names of Adirians, Direwoodians, and Redsirans to come from Eld Adiran. Some examples: Aldwin is pronounced Aldween because of the long vowel sound on the Y. Dernisk is pronounced Dernish since the final SC cluster sounds like the SH sound. Yester is pronounced Yester on account of the GJ consonant cluster. Sledge is pronounced like sledge. Thiersch is pronounced like Thiersch. Ushgrim and not like Usgrim. Ingmar leading with the vowel sound. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. We're learning how to pronounce the words. Ooh, Ambassador Helgar's journal. I must admit, it is proving impossible to build diplomatic relations. The locals have a natural distrust of outsiders. We have nothing they want. Inquisitor Ludwine believes that time and pressure will prevail. Would that I shared her confidence. Ludwine, under her gaze, I feel scrutinized down to the bone, picked apart like carrion, and stared through by a pair of cold, motionless eyes that have glimpsed too far beyond the veil, reducing me to some depraved pilgrim who prays only for her ossified claws to work their way under my skin, liberating me from this pathetic envelope until at last we are bound together as a skeletal pair, limbs intertwined, and not as two beings, but as one. There's no shame in being attracted to power. Nevertheless, I must keep such feelings to myself, lest they be met with revulsion, or worst, enthusiasm. This dude's got the hots for Ludwine, and he wants her to wear his skin as a suit, I think. That's how I interpreted that.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Well, I've considered chartering a boat back to Adir.
Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you. But there's work to be done on the frontier. Good work. And I need you here at my side.
Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. Captain Cynric said you have a missive for me from the Emperor.
I think they saw the sword, Jonesy. They got scared. Here you are, Ambassador.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends.
Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
His Majesty is concerned the Crown's efforts in the Living Lands could be jeopardized by the Dream Scourge.
With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
I prefer to think it's part of my destiny, though perhaps it's just bad luck. You're referring to how I healed the Adra in the Strangle Root.
Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death.
This embassy has no shortage of political foes.
I'm not dead, I'm right here.
But the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Then we better get to work.
Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwine thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
I assume those are the people responsible for my death.
Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
They seem to have it out for us, specifically. Do you know why?
Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
Sounds like she's the one who's really in charge around here.
We both report to higher powers, but hers are less forgiving than mine. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise.
Where? You've proven capable so far. What can he do that you can't?
Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
My soul has always been rotten to the core.
Well, be that as it may, we can't have you dropping
Jesus,
dead
it was kinda
again
dark.
on your first assignment.
And I can't keep dragging you back to Liviana's.
Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Assassins are cowards by nature. This will be easy.
Don't be so quick to judge. They got the better of you once, and I don't want history to repeat itself. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Gotta find so many things.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
What the fuck?
Tej.
I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
You know each other?
I wouldn't say that. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Rawatayans are hardly uncommon in Paradise, or so I'm given to understand.
It's nothing like that. You run into all sorts of characters around here, is all. Some more polite than others.
I think there's more story. More to the story here.
Well,
Kai?
Come on, it's funny. Teach caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Bala Rock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right. I had to put you outside.
You threw me into the canal.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Gods, Teach. The envoy doesn't need to know that.
Did you really try to kill someone, Teach?
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
It was over a dice game, right? Teach here has a gambling problem.
Great. Let's air all my troubles. Is there anything else?
The bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
What the fuck?
You're lying.
You sure about that?
We'll talk about this later.
You can't be saying that shit,
I'm
Kai.
not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
That's more than enough. Thank you. Was there anything I could help you with, envoy?
Come on, Teej. You're not gonna stand up to Kai?
The 7-foot-tall Almawa with biceps the size of my head? No, I am not.
That's fair.
Flatterer. You know I'm barely over 6.5.
How would you, how about you answer some questions for me, Teej?
Naturally, sir. How can I help you?
What's Ludwig doing in this city? I thought she was dead.
Inquisitor Ludwig is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deathfire, where she died.
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodica wasn't done with her yet.
Has she ever mentioned me?
Has she ever mentioned you? Except, no. Wait. The morning after the ambassador received word you'd been dispatched, I heard the Inquisitor tell her captain that an old friend would visit soon.
Right.
That couldn't have been you, could it?
The envoy here has depths you would not believe.
So does Ludwig.
We are living in the strangest of all possible times.
What do you know about the Steel Garrote?
Think upon your promises and die. That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said right before they kill you. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir, though clearly they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple but comprehensive. They punish all who break their oaths. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice.
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paradise?
Since the events in the Deathfire, their operations have expanded. The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodica. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodica's priests, or Wodica herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order. Thus, they are here. Or so the Steel Garrote say.
Wodica, goddess of vengeance. Ludwig's chosen a challenging patron.
Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting. Wodica's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Wodica does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
Of course.
I'd like to understand Paradise better.
What would you like to know?
When was the city founded? Who lives here?
If you're looking for a particular year, the first thing you should know about Paradise is that this isn't the kind of place where the locals keep records. And though it might be considered a distant backwater by the rest of the world, this city is the height of civilization by the standards of the living lands. As for who calls this place home, I suspect you could find a criminal, confidence man, or prophet from every civilization in the world here.
Hey, come on. You're gonna give the envoy the wrong idea. We've got draft dodgers, courtesans, and revolutionaries, too. You know, all the fun people.
In any event, as far as I can tell, Paradise has been this way since its inception. Thus the eclectic display of architectural styles. If nothing else, this city is a reflection of the countless people who've passed through it on their way to the interior.
What are Adir's intentions in Paradise?
Depends on who you ask. Ambassador Heelgard will tell you that our remit here is to establish a secure and orderly environment from which to engage in trade. Inquisitor Liudwin will tell you we're here to break the frontier.
So, which is it?
Why not both?
I'm not hearing anything about the Dream Scourge.
That's where you come in. Whether you find your desires aligning with the ambassadors or the inquisitors, neither can succeed until the Dream Scourge is ended. We are only beginning to see its effects here in Dawnshore, but the closer to the center of the island you go, the worse it gets. That bear you and the ambassador encountered in the Strangle Route isn't even the worst of it, and the tide of this soul plague is rising higher every day.
How do the Paradisans feel about us?
Look, for all that I complain about this backwater, there are good people here. Same as anywhere else. People who want to be able to walk to the market in the morning for their bread and eggs and know they won't be mugged. People who like it when the mail comes on time and their skates are made from real copper and their neighborhood peeping Tom ends up in the stocks. Those people, good and honest people, who pay their debts and honor their contracts and remember to thank the gods. They like us a lot.
Tell me about the people who tried to kill me.
The Resistance, as such, are largely a group of misfits and criminals intent on undermining the rule of law. They take out loans with small Adiran banking houses and do not pay them, then assault the bankers who attempt to collect. They agree to contracts with families in Adir seeking homes, and when their ships arrive, promptly abandon them. When we levy a small tax to fund the repair of city roads, they set our counting house on fire. And when our fishermen return to port, they board their ships and sink them.
That's certainly one way to characterize them. It's not exactly wrong, but it's not exactly right either.
For decades, people like them ruled this city through fear. We imposed order, and now they oppose us. You, unfortunately, were caught in the crossfire.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
By all means.
What's Ludwig doing in the city? Oh, no, we don't want that. The Emperor didn't have time to brief me on the living lands. What do I need to know?
There's a lot of ground to cover. Could you be more specific?
How do the living lands and Adir compare on a map?
Ah, the age-old question. Who's bigger? Adir is, naturally, by a wide margin. And were we at the Cartographers Guild in High Crown, I could show you on one of their globes. As it is, we must make do in the theater of our minds.
How about the weather, the terrain? I need to know what to expect.
The living lands are more arid than Adir, and the island is more prone to storms. But its many deep valleys protect the various townships from the worst of the weather. Topographically speaking, the living lands are a place of extremes. Deep inland, mountains rise high enough to rival those of the White March, blanketed year-round in snow. While east of the volcano of Mount Forja is an acid sea that sinks far below the level of the ocean. The lands between them are riven with deep clefts in the earth and isolated by wastelands of sun-baked sand dunes.
Where are the living lands in relation to Adir?
The living lands are located in the far north of Aora. Adir is southwest of the living lands, situated along the equator. I'll share what I can.
Who's in power here?
There is no singular authority in the living lands.
Not yet, anyway.
I shudder to think what the living lands would look like under your rule.
Well, to start, there'd be a lot more brothels.
Hell yeah, brother.
Power is invested in the leaders of the various townships scattered across the island. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace. None of which, I will note, are as safe and orderly as Paradise.
What should I know about Fjord?
Fjord Messeverno is located in a valley known locally as the Emerald Stair, named for the terraced rice paddies that cover its hillsides. It is our closest neighbor. The city, if you can call it that, was founded 50 years ago by animancers from the Valian Republics. Apparently, the laws governing animancy weren't lenient enough in the Republics. So the city's founders came to the Living Lands, where they could practice their discipline more freely. Currently, Fjord is governed by a man named Ignacy Vidaro. Rather inept to hear the ambassador talk about him. Fjord's farmers supply most of the grain and vegetables we eat here in Paradise. Or it did. Their shipments have been infrequent lately. Something about a blight in the fields. In any event, I believe that covers Fjord. The Valian Republics are a collection of city-states in the Eastern Reach, southeast of our former colony, the Deerwood. The Republics began life as colonies of the Grand Empire of Valia, hence the name. But as Grand Valia's economy collapsed, well, the colony saw an opportunity to escape the influence of the Empire of Origin, and they seceded, much as the Deerwood did from Adir. Now a mature confederation in their own right, the Republics have recently indulged their own expansionist ambitions in the Deadfire Archipelago. Through their merchants in the Valian Trading Company, the Republics will sell you anything you could ever wish to buy.
Ooh.
Up to and including people.
Oh.
We should count ourselves lucky to have had no interest in the Living Lands. In a struggle between our Emperor and the Republic's great dukes, well, I doubt we would come out on top. But if anyone asks, I was not the one who told you that.
Hell yeah. What's the story with Thirdborn?
Everything you need to know about Thirdborn is in its name. It was founded by the third-born children of Rawatai, Navy dropouts, smugglers, and hands for hire. Almawa and Orleans, mostly.
Home sweet home.
You're free to go back any time you like.
I like my current circumstances just fine, thanks.
They are people, in short, who couldn't cut it in the civilized world and had to make room on the margins. Unfortunately, they are currently besieged by the Dream Scourge. We have sent some troops to lend what help we can, and the mayor, Temerity, was appropriately grateful, but I don't know how long they'll hold out.
I guess they need to know more about the Rawatai.
Rawatai is one of the old empires, every bit as storied as Grand Valia or our native Adir. If Adir is to the southwest of the Living Lands, Rawatai is to the southeast. And unlike our home, their small continent is racked by terrible
What do you got for lunch
storms.
today, Systematic?
This is due, or rather, was due, to the island's proximity to Andra's mortar, the unending super hurricane that once hid the ancient city of Ukaizo. Rawatai is largely peopled by Almawa, descended from those who fled the Deadfire Archipelago centuries ago, when Andra pulled the moon, Ioni Brather, into the sea. They are an aggressive, militant culture, and personally, I find their obsession with gunpowder rather quaint. They are also our chief rivals on the world stage.
I don't think they see it that way.
No?
Well, as far as Navy brass is concerned, Adir doesn't really rate.
Now you're just making things up.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we don't think about you at all.
What can you tell me about Solace?
Solace is, what is there to say, really?
Yeah, they tend to have that effect on people.
The trouble is, I don't know much about Solace. Nobody does. They are an isolationist community of Pogrunan dwarves who live in the forbidding ways of Galawain's tusks. They don't let outsiders into their lands, and they don't let their people out of them.
Some folks get out from time to time, but they can't ever go back. And the ones who survive aren't eager to talk about their experiences.
People aside, the land itself is incredibly hostile. The island's volcano, Mount Forja, rests at the heart of the region, and it's recently become active.
Oh,
half the land is lava rock, and the other half is, well, literally lava. I don't know why anyone lives there. I have to assume they're all insane.
You have no idea.
Well, can you tell me anything about the Pargrunen dwarves?
Naturally. The Pargrunen are a unique community of mountain dwarves originating in Old Valia. As a people, they've made their name as explorers, builders, miners. No doubt you've seen their ruins in your travels, here, back home in Adir, and all across the world. They maintain a rich tradition of oral storytelling, chanted magics, and ritual carving, which they take great pains to record and transmit across their various communities. Even the most physically isolated Pargrun is not alone. Somewhere, one of their people is thinking of them and planning an expedition. Abidan must cherish them.
You sound like you admire them.
I suppose I do.
I've got a lot to say. I was told he was a watcher, but I don't know anything about them. What can you tell me?
I trust whomever told you to consult a watcher also told you to avoid the one in the city. She is a liar and a thief.
Oh, did you take your money?
No. Anyway, watchers are individuals capable of perceiving souls. The soul may be in a living body, or it may simply be lingering, waiting to pass into the in-between. In either case, interacting with a soul allows a watcher to glimpse a person's past lives or their most deeply buried memories.
Interesting.
Watchers are incredibly rare, and in Adir, highly controlled. Many people wish to know who they were in a previous life, and do not like what they learn.
There's a watcher in the Emperor's inner circle, is there not?
I've heard that rumor too. It flits about High Crown every couple years. Some even say it is his Lady Empress.
Ooh.
We have no way of knowing whether it's true or not, but...
His lady friend.
I will tell you, Envoy, I don't like to think the Emperor would stoop so low. There's something I find undignified about it.
What happens to watchers in Adir?
The smart ones stay hidden. They do not announce their powers, perhaps not even to themselves. Even a careful watcher risks inadvertently revealing themselves by knowing something they shouldn't know. Of the ones that are public, little is concretely known. But we hear things. They make good judges in Wodika's courts, so long as they're controlled. The lords, it's rumored, buy and sell them to collect blackmail on their enemies. But I suspect many watchers are imprisoned or executed, or simply kill themselves.
Are watchers dangerous? Yeah, this guy's got all the lore.
A watcher doesn't need your cooperation or consent to read your soul. They could learn everything about you, terribly damaging things about your parentage, for example, or things you did in a past life, without you ever knowing. You see how this could threaten the established order, undermine our betters' right to rule.
Yeah, but that's just one side to it. Imagine how a watcher feels, knowing what a threat they are to the status quo. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be keen on kings and emperors wanting me dead. Sounds like a lot of hassle.
Don't sell yourself short, Kai. I don't doubt you're an expert in people wanting you dead.
You're not wrong.
I rarely am. In any case, the Watcher is fundamentally a tragic figure. Of the few that survive our world, most are destined to go mad.
Could I become a Watcher?
Yes and no. So far as I understand it, a Watcher is born a Watcher. But it takes an event, often something shocking or traumatic, to bring a Watcher's powers to the fore. So you may be a Watcher, or I may be, or Kai, and we might not even know.
Are there any famous Watchers I should know about?
Well, the Watcher of Cadnua is legendary. It was their castle Aethys destroyed when he began his campaign of terror in the Dead Fire. Oh, by the Queen, I hope I get to meet them someday. In terms of local interest, You'll have heard of Runid, of course. And there was Ida. You may not know about her. She was a watcher from the living lands. I believe she was an Orlan. She must have died, 150 years ago. Slain by a great serpent. Gods. Doubtless there are others, but most don't meet a good end.
Could you ask you about something else?
Of course.
Did you speak to that scout out front?
Freak. I did. Terrible shame what happened to his brother. It sounds like his injuries were severe. I saw you two talking. I hope you can help him, Envoy.
I'm heading there right after this.
Oh, that's a relief. Cadman is a good kid. Cannier than his brother, and wasted on those glorified tomb robbers. You're the only one we have with the expertise for that kind of field work.
Aside from the people in trouble down there, which says something to the danger in that cave.
Whatever I think of the Expeditions Corps, they serve a vital purpose to the Empire. I'm glad it's you going after them.
You're the ambassador's secretary. What's he like?
Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the Claviger far more than he lets on. And without the Claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling just to bail water from the sinking ship that is Paradise.
Claviger Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me.
What's he like when he's not working?
He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea. He always seemed dissatisfied back then. I suppose, years later, he still does.
You don't want his job?
Be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier because we were anybody's favorite. The longer I'm here, the more likely the people who matter are to forget me. And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday. Get married, have a few kids, take the civil exams, and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy.
I'd ask you something else. Where did I ask that question? I should know.
Should you ever need me, I will be here.
How's that? Lord down, boy. Holy shit. Teach had a lot to talk about. Holy crap.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Parkour. Parkour. That's frustrating. Let's relaunch the game. Hope they get some fixes out for this game soon. Oh. Continue. This wasn't that far to run. We were in a conversation with that guy for like 20 minutes, so. All right. Find the Deeren expedition team. Go up here, right? Yeah, okay. I want to climb over the thing here. There's enemies on the other side of this wall.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober. Guess the Deeren discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
One for you! That's one for us.
Poor guy. He did.
Ready, aim.
Nailed it.
I don't think the new owner is like that.
Here we go!
Quiet as the devil.
Probably don't need to waste that on these guys. They just fall over. We actually had a net positive gain on essence. Walking over here. I wonder why these spiders are able to just walk freely in the city like this. Kinda sus. It's got free reign of place. What happened here? Two chairs up, but only one fallen over with a lantern? Is that what it is? Looks like a lantern. I was gonna assume poisoning, but there's no cup there next to him. Unbar. Oh, systematic. The other day, when I was talking about like what I'm gonna play next and shit like that, you brought up Kingdom Come Deliverance too, but I didn't see it because I didn't have YouTube chat up for some reason. Like it wasn't on my screen. So I just need to watch right into the stream. I haven't finished Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, so I don't want to hop into 2 without playing 1. That's kind of the main thing there. Like I started 1 and then I got so far into it, I can't remember why I stopped playing it, but I just kind of did. And I haven't really gone back to play it since. But I'm glad that those devs have all the success that they've gotten. Because that game is good. I can't remember why I stopped playing it the first time, and I just have never really gone back to try to play it. Note to a fisherman. A note written in careful hand, brief but scribed with excitement. My dear friend, the rumors are true. The cave you so blindly run toward is haunted, or otherwise occupied by a creature of malefic intent. You may find abundant fishing, but you will more likely find your death. Pleading, your beloved Edda. Wall-mounted fish trophy. A remarkably small fish is displayed on this wooden plaque. Engraved at the bottom in small bronze is the following text. Edda's first catch. May this be the start to a long and prosperous career as an angler. Oh, look at that little guy. God, that sun's bright. Let's see what's in this cave. And travel to Ruinous Cavern. That's there. Yeah, might as well. It's a cavern underneath the city. What could go wrong here? More fish.
I was just getting warmed up.
Gotta keep.
Here it comes.
Gotta stay warm, dog. Steel Garrote Medallion. So this one you assume he's plus 20% currency when looting. +1 resolve. A metal medallion inscribed with balanced scales, the symbol of the goddess Boudica. These medallions are granted to Steel Garrote members who have displayed exceptional zeal in their service to Boudica. What's resolve do for me? Maximum stamina and second wind efficiency. I'm gonna hold off on it. I like the one that gives me more money when I'm looting money. Who wouldn't love that? Iron chunk. Oh, Paradisen ladder. I need this for upgrades. Let's go. Oh shit. Okay. You can probably burn that to go down there, but let's see if there's anywhere else to go up here. Doesn't seem like it. I love exploring random spaces.
Stand back.
It's a cave right there too. Let's check out where this goes first. Note to the survivor. This note is written in small handwriting using a piece of graphite likely found among the stones nearby. To the survivor. If you have come this far, I hope this note serves as a warning to you. You no doubt survived as I did by escaping through an underwater tunnel into this very chamber. Initially assured by the lack of bones in here, animal or kith. Clearly the spider cannot reach this place, I thought, to my elation. At his worries would once again be unfounded. Of course, as I was left to my own thoughts for a day after day, I realized that the relative isolation of this chamber was more curse than blessing. Just as the spider was barred from entering here, so too was anything that I might consider potential food. Fish, game, birds, all were captured and destroyed well before they could reach my doomed sanctuary. I feel my thoughts fleeing me as I write this, looking to find a body not so racked with hunger. Your choice is to die here with me, or to brave the spider's predatory wrath once more to escape. Even now, I'm not sure which is the more merciful death. Oh, yeah. That Sucks. So that's the fisherman from the hut. We read the letter warning him it's not worth it to come in here.
Aye, aye.
Aye, aye. I'm a captain now. Is that what you're saying? I do like how every single mushroom pretty much glows and has their own source of light in this game. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a bunch in here.
Right behind you.
Next one's mine. Come and get me! Unseek! Unseek!
Oh God, okay.
Unseek!
I think I'm slowed right now.
Unseek! Make way! Unseek! Unseek!
Let's fucking go! Steel garrote plate +1. I think I'm slowed. Nasib's leg. That's a bounty trophy. Okay. Gold selling and spider leg. Dude, we found a random boss. I'm glad I'd explored this cave now. We kind of fucked it up. Highest difficulty, by the way. I'm sure if I got touched by that thing, I probably would have got one shot. Huge potion get. Inventory. Steel garrote plate, 25% increase in my damage reduction. It's a heavy armor. 7 additional damage reduction. Minus 50 stamina though, and minus 50 maximum essence. That's not good. Balanced scales. When taking damage greater than 25% of your maximum health, your attacker receives 50% of the damage. That's huge. And the fit gives you +1 to your constitution. The Steel Garrote are a ruthless paladin order in the service of the goddess Wodika. They are feared throughout Adir for their unwavering determination to punish Oathbreakers. Though this armor bears the marks of combat with the monstrous Spider Queen that its owner fell prey to, it is no less effective for them. Blessed by a priest of Wodika, this armor ensures the safety of its wearer by punishing those that dare to strike them decisively. Cool. Stash all this back in camp though. Oh wait, yeah. Stash all that back in camp. Ooh, treasure chest. Let's go. And there's a herb to get down here. Hell yeah. Where's this go? I love fighting random bosses. I don't know what that trophy does for me, but we have a trophy now. Top of the ruinous cavern. No thanks. Something else for us in there? Okay, so that's where we came out. That's the fisherman's hut down there. There was no way to get up there from down here, right? Yeah, okay. So they just put it just out of reach for me. That's pretty cool. Let's head north. Let's find this expedition team. I think we'll do this expedition team quest and I'll probably call it a stream after that because I am exhausted. Today kind of kicked my ass and I don't know why. My body's just kind of sore. Ooh. Oink. I think I tweaked my back when lifting a case of water or something. That's cool. Ring of slow essence. Slowly regenerates essence. The smooth wood of this ring was harvested from an ancient tree in some unknown primeval forest. The amount of essence that may have passed through such a tree over the course of its many centuries is staggering. Even now, trace amounts of the stuff remain within the ring, allowing the wearer's own natural reserves to slowly replenish as they're bolstered by it. Yes, I will wear that. Slow to regen my essence. That's not terrible. That's not a terrible regen rate. Hell yes, let's go. Someone's enjoying a nice little picnic there. What's behind the waterfall? Let's go.
Good find.
Let's go. Andra's Grace. Ooh. Slowly regenerates health while wet. We'll call my girl healthy because she always wet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The perfectly circular shape of this coral suggests that it did not form naturally, but rather was shaped by a skilled coral mason. It retains its vibrant color, suggesting that the coral still lives despite being removed from the water. When submerged, the ring's colors are even more striking and a sense of calm washes over you.
Easy place to make a life. Agreed to
I don't have a girl though, so that statement was just false all around. Happy Valentine's Day. I got one lockpick. Should we lockpick the door? I say yes. Hold on, I think that was a secret spot.
Hide it under the wine and nobody will look for it. On it.
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
What happened here?
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down as a precaution.
So you saw a man with a crate and attacked him?
Of course not. We asked what he was carrying. Then he drew a knife.
It clearly wasn't expecting us. The locals must turn a blind eye to these things.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Did you find anything of note on the body?
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
I'm on important business. I'd appreciate it if you let me through.
Well, since you're the envoy, I suppose we can't stop you.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Okay, alright, chill. Procurement request, quest document. Niall, I find myself in need of a third essence generator and another passel of resonance amplifiers. I know it was a bear wrestling this last shipment from our friends in Fjord, but my master there has led me to believe they have more than they can use and thus can stand to spare a few. Should they make a fuss, I release you to offer them an extra scaling for each machine they'll part with. I have included an extra here for you. Walk in the light, Sargamus. Can't believe they're trying to tell me not to use the lift. Guess what? I'm about to use the lift again, and you can't stop me. Yo, what if I use the lift again? All right, hold up. I got excited because I think I saw a Dark Souls-esque secret. Yes, I did. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh, there's nothing there. I got a pistol. All right. Tear-stained note. Alone, abandoned, isolated. No one to turn to. Comrades gone. I have a choice. Live out my remaining days in grief and loneliness, or go to the gods now, by my own hand. I should have joined you then, but no. I will join you now. Oh shit. Is there like a bullet hole in the side of this? The bullet holes in the skull, so I don't think he went through with it. Is there anything down here? Let's see what the path looks like this way.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
Godless ruins. Oh shit. Outlaw thug. Oh, wrong set of weapons.
See?
Oh, it's a bandit bowman. Oh shit. Okay, that hurt. Oh god, that's a dude. That's a big dude.
Back in the fight.
Hey, over here! You're gonna regret that.
Get these big dudes out of here. Oh fuck. Get up. Second wind. Fuck, dude. Get up.
You're a good friend. Take it off.
Ball, that guy's got insane accuracy. What the fuck just happened? There's so many dudes there. They were so powerful. I need to go up that lift, I think. Holy fuck, we got fucked up. Winter advisory alert. What the fuck? 9 p.m. till 11 a.m. Mixed precipitation. Total snow accumulation up to 1 inch and ice accumulations around Lake Lake. What the fuck? We're supposed to get snow or shit? Did my game just crash again? I'm about to flip the fuck out. I'm gonna flip the fuck out. Ah! Why does it keep breaking? It was running so fine yesterday. It says it's still responding. Oh, game just crashed. This is getting annoying. It's getting real frustrating that it keeps crashing. Alright. Let's grab this. Let's just go this way. Actually, no, let's get this up on the elevator and then come back up this way. See if this way is safer than going up past those dudes, but I think I could win that fight if I actually like use buff food and shit like that, and pay attention to like and not focus on hitting the big boss until all the other smaller dudes are dead. I think I could take that fight for sure. The Rise. What's this journal say this quest is? I should be able to do it. Beautiful cow-looking things, Northern Farms. Hello. Let's go do this quest, and then I think we're gonna call it. Cave though. Okay, it's not a big cave. Thank God. I was gonna get lost in a cave. Letter to the Oracle. This letter appears to be unsent. Though smooth now, it bears evidence of having been previously folded in the shape of a paper glider. Mr. Oracle, you've been very generous with your sellings, and I appreciate that. But the Obsidians have started asking around about me at the market. Isn't often regular folk are carrying purses full of gold, you understand? Now that they've gone and started inspecting all shipments coming through the port, I can't afford to keep ferrying your goods. The sciences aren't exactly illegal in the city, but the Steel Garrote people don't much like it either. And I'm starting to think I might end up at the bottom of the river if we keep this up. Sorry, I know you'll understand. Neil. So it was the Oracle that wanted the Animancer equipment? Is what I'm gathering off of the 2 notes.
This looks like the path offering Togel's path.
Nice shot!
Still recovering. Right behind you.
Unseek! Unseek! Come and get me! Right flank! Unseek! Unseek!
I got a little hairy. There's a lot more than I thought.
We make a good squad.
Bucking. Sneezing. Let me quick save now that we beat those guys. Where's my loot? There it is. This game looks real good.
You can even see Fort Northreach in the distance.
Oh, really?
No. Too soon.
You son of a bitch. I mean, I was fine. I handled it just fine, but everyone else there was fucking dead. They went crazy. This slim volume, Kawia's journal? The slim volume is warped and water stained. A quick flip through its pages reveals that it was diligently updated for 7 years. Its last entry is dated to 2828, the year of Eothas' return. 2821, season of nesting birds. After 27 hours of difficult labor, I am the mother of a coral pink squall of a girl. I will call her Mata, after my mother's sister, who was carried away from us on Amara's wings last season. May she have something of her spirit as well as her name. 2823, season of sun showers. Anaru presented Mata with the fishing pole, the harpoon, and the basket this morning. How anxious I was that she should choose the harpoon and spend the hot seasons away at sea, or the fishing pole and be fettered always to the town, or the basket and spend her life climbing trees. But sweet Mata turned her back on all of them and crawled into her father's lap. She will be as her father is then, a healer, and stay always near me. That was 2 years after she was born. 2826, 5 years after she was born. Season of ripening Koiki. Last night, Mata told her first story. It was a tale of a mighty war parrot who fought fearlessly in many great battles against the terrible Naga. But though he was a great warrior, he'd always wanted to explore the islands. So when his mother wasn't looking, he flew to the top of Serpent's Crown in Nekataka. He saw all the way to Hasongo. The sky went on forever. but he became scared of the heights and called for help, and his mother, the queen of the war parrots, came to rescue him. From then on, he was happy to remain a warrior. Great Aunt Mata once told me a similar tale when I was a foolish young girl determined to climb the tallest koiki tree in the village. Perhaps there is something of my old aunt's soul in my daughter after all. 28, season of churning waves. She would have been 7 years at this point. A dread storm cloud sits heavy on the horizon and small tremors shake the sand. But my girl is not disturbed. Tonight she leads the children in the performance of Ngati's Kraken Dance, as taught to us by the young woman from Mage Island. We made her bracelets and anklets from shells we collected on the beach together, and she wove her skirt herself. As we near the season of her birth, I remember how, when I first quickened, I told Anaru I was afraid. It is strange to look upon this tiny mind now and think I may have never known her. How strange is life of mine. How generous the gods.
If you traveled weeks to see it, you can wait a few more days. Crying out for justice. Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that.
Sedgwin in Kaguya. Oh, she's here.
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Lands suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed.
I'm here at Afric's request. You've got an expedition in trouble?
The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum.
Who's this Inquisitor?
Inquisitor Ludwine. You haven't had the pleasure? She's the ambassador's hunting dog, or he's her lapdog. Well, there's something animal about her anyway. She leads the Steel Garrote. They're the enforcers around here. Eyes and ears everywhere, you understand? Yeda, the expedition leader, told me it was the Inquisitor who tipped her off to this place. I guess Ludwine had squeezed the information out of some rebels she was interrogating.
A lot of that going around lately.
The old godlike who maintains the temple is supposed to have some kind of relic belonging to Aethys.
And given the Steel Garrote's particular allegiances, yeah. Okay, I see the through line. I gotta say, I'm surprised there's still a temple to Aethys standing after the Saints' War. But there's no accounting for taste.
You're gonna let me pass or what?
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go?
Be reasonable, Sedgwin.
Well, my orders say no one.
Hikera, yes. Tell the envoy about your precious orders. I could recite them in my sleep.
Don't make me bring this back to Ambassador Heelguard.
Right. Sorry, envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And envoy, thanks. I know our freak will appreciate you looking into this.
Anyone would do the same.
Yeah, well, you're not just anyone. You're a friend of the Emperor, and that means something. Hey, good luck out there.
Thanks, champ. Travel to the Aothesian temple. I really hope the roads aren't bad in the morning. It's really gonna piss me off if they are. We got ourselves a proper dungeon crawl, boys and girls. Electric lily seed. Ooh.
That spear looks endearing, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
As incinerators are mechanical devices that can be activated with shock damage. Skeleton fighter. Fuck me.
You okay?
No. I'm fucking dying in here. What am I dying to? Who electrified me? What is happening? This place is deadly. I don't like it. I'm scared. Awaken wood. I need that for the upgrades. Do these shoot at me? God damn it. Book of Verses. Idnung, the bright star, spoke, and her voice was like a clarion cry, calling his soul forth. He knew her for the right hand of the shining god and was afraid. O wanderer, hear me, she spoke. You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept, for he knew that his sins lay bare before the great illumination. Then Sargamus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. Harmke, I think is how it said, knelt before them, then resolved to save himself and ask what he must do. And Modgund spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. What darkness lies within you, you must cast into his light. Your sins will be burned from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his keeping. So spoke Modgund, but Idnung warned him, saying, you have walked all these years into darkness and must now return. You will find the path like treading fire, and at every step you will be tempted to turn away, but no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. Okay. All right, max health and essence. We're going back at it. We're in this. All right. Temples and dungeons don't have their own maps. Good to know. Oh. Oh. All right. Let's continue through this temple. Grenade!
Views like this remind me why I came to the living lands in the first place.
Let me check this view out. Oh, that is a really cool view. We do like that. Is there a way like to have the HUD hide if we're not like actively in combat or whatever? We can completely turn this shit off. That's fun. I guess we'll keep it out as for now, as we're learning it and stuff still.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe Offrick's squad passed through here.
I'm glad you saw the tripwire because I fucking didn't. I forgot there were tripwires in general. I gotta keep it. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get myself killed by traps for sure.
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
So cool. Look at like the stuff upside down and shit. That's so cool.
Zorps. Want to sneak or fight?
Both? Look, he's all like pearlescent. Because we stabbed him with our god sword. So us in here is like a little bit of copper. Okay. They have their paintings on the wall here.
You take lead.
You know, I think I'll do that. I'm gonna call it there. I'm getting too frustrated with how much this is crashing. God damn it. That's so fucking frustrating with how much it's crashing. That's really fucking frustrating. I'm gonna go. Because if I keep playing and it keeps crashing, I'm gonna crash out myself and then it's just not gonna be fun for anyone. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna look around to see if there's any fixes for this. That are out there and stuff, and we might give it a go tomorrow. I might not stream tomorrow, who knows. If this continues to be this shitty though, I may shelf this game for until they get it fixed. You know, there's no, I'm not gonna the game's fun, but I'm not gonna continue playing a game if it's gonna fight me at every turn to fight the game. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. I hope I can find a fix and it keeps working. Or I can get it to work and it keeps working, because I really want to keep playing the game, but we'll see. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for hanging out though for a little bit. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go and relax. Or try to at least. And I can't bring my mouse over to my other screen to fucking shut down my stream. What the fuck? I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Why can't I? Why is my fucking shit tied to the screen? Refresh connection. Refresh connection on energy. I can't turn my stream off until I get my mouse and keep my mouse to work on my other PC. I don't have another mouse connected to my stream PC. I really should for these moments. Fuck. I don't think this was any IPs. I might, but like my scroll lock is off right now. I'm gonna hit my scroll lock key. Scroll lock is on now, and it's still locked. No matter what key I have pressed, my scroll lock is. Whether it's on or off, it's saying my scroll lock's on, and Synergy has recently changed their shit, so it's like really fucking annoying. Remove this computer. I had to remove it and automatically found it. We're good to go. All right. You guys have a good night. Everything's fighting me tonight. Everything's fucking fighting me tonight. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fucking relax. You guys have a good one. I might be back tomorrow. I might be back Sunday. I really don't know. We'll see how busy work is and shit. Good night, everyone. I appreciate you all.